after morning. Welcome into twitch.tv/Ice Cream Uploads. If you don't know who we are, well, do you know what? I don't even have to just tell you. I can show you. My name is Graham Day. This is Bib. We are Ice Cream Uploads, and we aren't going to be here for very long.
No, we aren't.
No. It's a busy old day today. We actually have a call in 38 minutes. We'll need to be off in 38 minutes. We have a call in 48 minutes. No, we do have a call in 38 minutes.
38
Fuck.
minutes, yeah.
Okay, well, we need to be off in about 30 minutes. Let's go. And just as that's happening, Ash drops in a big old raid. Let's go.
Legend.
How are we all doing? Everyone from Ash's stream, welcome in. You've tuned in just in time. My name is Graham. This is Bib. We are Ice Cream Uploads, and we are bringing you the UK's #1 video game podcast, if we do say so ourselves, called The Scoop. We are here to talk about the biggest, the best, and breaking stories from the world of video games, and we will be doing that usually over the next hour, but we have to be off in about half an hour because we're on a conference call, because we work in the video games industry, and work is busy at times like this time. So anyway, welcome into the stream. Before we jump into any of the stories, though, we are going to lead with a big old story that E3 is back. We also have some other stories about there's a new Amazon Prime Day coming. Usually only get one a year. We've had one this year. There's another one.
Save the pennies.
And then there's other stories after that. We will save the other stories for now because we might not get into them because we have a gift.
We do have a gift.
Oh, and do you know what? You might have seen, like, we were sharing a picture of what we thought we were going to be getting. Last Wednesday, I streamed Logitech live on this channel. We are Astro partners. Look at that headset. Nice. And as a result of that, we are also Logitech and Blue microphone partners. So if you want to get anything, any Logitech G PC peripherals, any Astro headsets, you want to save 10% off, you can use code ICECREAM at the checkout on all those websites and you'll save 10%. Anyway, we watched Logitech last week. We were expecting a gift box, which didn't quite arrive.
Mm-hmm. Not in time.
But now it has.
It has.
And I was expecting a shoebox-sized gift box.
It's a bit weighty.
Yeah, it's a bit bigger than a shoebox. It's a bit bigger.
Are you ready for Team Girth? Oh. Ah! There you go. Definitely turning that into a gift.
Size of it. This is absolutely huge.
Size of that moth.
Look at the size of that box. I mean, this is massive. So, for those that missed it last week, there was a few things announced during Logitech. There was a Litra light bar, which is a desk-mounted bar that you can sit above your monitor or whatever, and for face lighting if you're on a stream. Nice. There was the Logitech G Cloud device, and then there was a new Astro headset. We've got some of that stuff.
Yes, we have got some of it.
We may have had a sneak peek already, but we haven't opened it properly, so we're going to do that now quickly. Okay. Why's it going to sleep? Do you know what? I need to move it anyway for a sec, so do you know what? I'll come around there, Bib.
Yes.
I'll come around here.
You go around there, around the front of the desk. Oh, super zoom.
Bring my mic over this way, so you can hear me a little bit. Okay, so I'll see if I can open it and let you guys
Twizzle
see.
it a bit, twizzle the bezel around at the front.
Oh, I was more bothered about this bit kind of thing.
This latch. You can twist the front bow. There you go. Yeah, that's the one. There you go.
Okay. Inside the box. What's in the box?
What's in the box?
Nice. Logitech patterning on the inside.
Yep,
and we can confirm that we have the brand new Astro A30 headset. Oh, look at that.
Big fan.
Oh. You can't open it. I don't want to damage it. Is it sellotaped in? It's probably taped in. It is taped in. Oh, it's the full packet. Okay, I won't open that just yet then.
We've moved the flaps. Oh! Look at that.
Nice. Astro A30 headset. We will...
PlayStation 5 compatible. Big rubber sticker on the front.
Let's go. Works with PS5. Nice. It actually works with multiple devices, which we're thinking about putting some YouTube content together for this.
Yes.
Me and Biv were talking about this the other day. Would you guys like to see us making some YouTube video stuff where we give you the full technical rundown of what the headset does? Okay, then we've got some other things. Do you know what? I'm going to remove a sticker for this. Kind of want to do it next to the microphone so you get the audible peel, but I won't. I'll do it over there.
ASMR. Oh, hello. Da-na-na-da.
Oh, I'm just going to rip
Da-na-na-da.
Okay.
Oh. Hello.
Oh.
Hello.
It's not the Litra Beam, but we do have a Litra device now. So this is Logitech's own screen-mounted lighting. So we've got that to open. We'll do something with that on YouTube as well. And then this one. This is different.
Oh.
Oh. It's in its own cardboard box.
Yeah, but I say it's in its own grey box.
So you know this is custom. You know this is custom.
Oh, hello.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Something in there.
It's make sure it's not got a redemption code in it or something.
No, just remove sticky film, which I'm not going to remove yet. So this is, I assume, going to go sit in a bit. It is. It's going to sit in a base, a buttery biscuit base.
Base down.
We have an Astro A30 light. Look at that, our own light. I mean, I'm not going to plug it in right now, but you can get the idea. Let's go. So shout out to Astro.
Is it USB? USB light?
It is, yeah.
I can plug it into my laptop if you want to give it a nice, good old heavy glow.
Go on then, babe. Go on then. That one. That one. That one. Let's go.
We can do that.
So shout out to Astro Gaming, to Logitech C, which is the Logitech for creators. We also want to shout out Logitech G and Blue Microphones. Our new partners, don't forget you get 10% off using that. This is not a spawn, by the way. Obviously, I suppose you could say it is because we've received products, but we're not being paid to show these. We're just happy to get free shit, which is nice. So thank you very much for that, Logitech homies. Oh, back in the room.
Back in the room. Do you want to take the film off?
Go on. You can do that with the audible peel. You've got to do that into the microphone.
I don't think I've got fingernails to do this. I haven't got fingernails to do this.
I don't know if I have.
I clipped my fingernails yesterday.
I bite mine.
Oh dear. Oh no, it goes
you
through
can see
that.
I've got the nubbins like.
Oh no. That's one thing that genuinely makes me feel a bit sick.
Do you know? I think we should just light it up with the plastic sheet on. I think that's probably,
I think that's probably
the vibe. Yeah, that's what. I'm scratching the shit out of it, but not able to. Oh, fuck it. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
Right, we'll stick that up. I'll remove the seal from that side. Does that slide in like that a bit more? Okay. You ready? The big unveiling. Watch this not be able to power it.
Dun 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 dun. Hey! Oh, let's get.
Can you change it?
Don't know where the sensor is.
Oh wait, there's a button at the front. There you go. It's on now.
I wonder if I can turn it off like with this. No, clearly not.
Oh, is it? Have you pulled the tag at the bottom?
There was no tag I was looking
was
for.
there?
Yeah, maybe the battery's
weird.
just dead. And maybe it didn't have a battery in it. It didn't have a battery in it. That's why.
Okay. That's weird. You
Yeah, usually get
them. Shut up, bastard! Send it back.
Press the button, see if you can get it an ice cream purple. Keep going. Oh, blue, green. There we go.
That's as close
Let's
as we're
go.
getting. I imagine it. Well, this will obviously look a lot brighter when it's not in a room with the brightest lights in the whole of Blackpool.
Just catching up. Hashtag free shit. Let's go. Is it sad that I'm most impressed by the Perspex light? No, because that's different. That's cool. That's like something that no one else is going to get. I mean, I get why you're impressed by that. I must say, I have, like Bib has, a lot of Astro headsets.
Yeah.
But I am genuinely impressed by the look of these. I am excited to try these out. So I'm not going to open these yet because you have to pull the tabby thing and stuff like that, and I'll save that for a different location. It might be better off us saving that if we are going to make a YouTube video doing a proper unboxing of this headset alone. For that,
You definitely can make some real stuff out of it, though.
yeah. But this headset looks class. And the good thing about this headset is, like, with the A40s, which we have over there, they're plugged in. And do you know what? I'm going to give you a bit of product placement. We are Astro partners. Why not? With the A40s, you plug it in. That's fine. Done. With the A50s, you stick the base station in, plug it in. Fine. Done. With these, like, you can hook it up to multiple things. And there's a little button on it. So say if I want to sit here and use that headset on my laptop, but then actually want to go for a run, because I do that all the time.
That's how you do that. You got your phone on the treadmill.
I just push one button and it'll change my headset. It's like having a source button on your TV remote to go from Xbox to PlayStation to Skybox, whatever. So you can change from laptop to PC to phone, and I assume console within that as well, because obviously it's PlayStation compatible. I know it works on Xbox as well, because it even says there PS5, Xbox Series X and S, Bluetooth, mobile, Windows, and Mac.
Switch as well, because they've got Bluetooth. 27 hours, that's a big old selling point, because that would frustrate me if it was anything less than 15. That's like 2 working days.
That's like if 27 hours, if you like, your normal working day is about 7 to 8 hours, so you've got almost 4 days in that sort of sense if you're working in a normal shift, which is badass. So yeah, nice. We'll do a proper rundown and let you know. See where it sits. We've got AO3s, we've got A10s, we've got A40s, so we'll let you know how the A30s sit in that, and then we'll have to like...
We need 20 and 50s now.
Yeah, exactly. Get the full like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 job in with an O3 in front, because why not? There you go. Okay, let's jump in the chat. Madge, good afternoon. Welcome in. Viv says there's other stories. Bah, I reduce to believe. I know what you mean. He refuses. I want a gift. Well, we've got a strip light, so if you come here next time, he'll sort you out with a gift.
I will.
Strip club. Steering wheel. It's not a steering wheel, sadly.
It's a bit of steering wheel.
Do you know what? I did actually make a note, though, while we were watching the Logitech conference. Because if I just go to Astro, can I have your £1,000 steering wheel and pedals? They'll probably go, do you know what? We can't really afford to just give them away. Whereas if we wanted to do something serious with that, I reckon I could speak to GT Omega and Astro and get them to give us... Well, I mean, we've already got GT Omega chairs.
Yeah.
Stick one of these in a proper GT Omega rig and get the Astro screens and stuff in it. I reckon we could do something like that, but we'd need a reason for it. We'd need to be like, well, we're going to compete in the iRacing fucking World Series or whatever.
Do you know what? I would love to do the iRacing stuff because I think that's class. Like, I keep on saying the best experience I've had in playing racing games was the arcade club with the VR headset, because it had all the haptic feedback on the steering wheel, the pedals, as well as the gear stick and stuff like that. So if we had something like that, 100% the iRacing stuff, Gran Turismo, VR and stuff like that would be... It's just, I just don't think we'd use it enough to justify it. We'd be like, can we get all this stuff? And we'd get rid of all the... There's a bunch of stuff stacked up over there. We'd get rid of all that. We'd have the full setup there. We'd be like, yeah. We'd do two streams and then it'd be gone. No, I don't think so.
Nah.
Especially with something like iRacing, the whole premise of that is for you to keep on going back and playing it. Because you need the ranking points, you need to be the best. You are playing against other people who are doing that.
I wouldn't be playing iRacing in that sort of sense. I'd be like, fucking get me in Destruction Derby-ish, sort of like Wreckfest. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No, I would love to do the iRacing stuff. It'd be amazing.
Yeah, the thing, I don't think we'd do it enough though, because between the Scoop and between PUBG and between the 6 games that you flick between every month kind of thing, there wouldn't be enough to justify us going to GT Omega, give us a full racing setup, $1,000. Give to Astro, give us a full racing setup. Well, Logitech G, should I say, $1,000.
We'll take the 500 quid one. I'm not precious. I am not precious.
Let me catch up. It's another box. It's a box inside a box. Let's go. PS what? It's PS I Love You. It's a decent film, Biv. Check it out. Care Bears. I saw pillow. I'll read. Is it sad that I'm most impressed by the perspective? Like, no, it's nice. There's a reason why that's still there. Nice. Did I hear iRacing? Afternoon, Smith there. iRacing is addictive. Yeah, I bet it is. It's just not something that I would want to invest the time in to being addicted to. Watchers I see you as other streamers, Break, Rory, Summit, all have their rigs gathering dust. Yeah, I mean, I've watched quite a bit of Break and Rory, obviously PUBG-ish guys. And Break does occasionally jump in on weekends and stuff. Usually it'll be like a Saturday where he has a themed day for it. But he's interested in racing as he's off-stream stuff. He races like bikes and stuff. So
the thing is with those guys as well, though, because they are so well known for playing those games, I imagine when he goes down to iRacing, it's not worth his time because the amount of people that the drop off. Do you know what I mean? He'll need to keep those concurrent numbers ready and waiting. If he had 2,000 people watching him play PUBG and then he moves over to iRacing and there's like 300 people, then that's not a good business decision.
Yeah,
is it?
Exactly. It's difficult trying to branch out. So I get that. Golf Simulator would get more use in it, baby.
Oh my god, yes it would. But they are well expensive.
Nah, it won't. I've seen him. We've had Fee Golf. He played it twice.
I play it all the time at home.
Not on stream though. So
yeah,
in that case, I play all the games all the time at home. Yeah,
your PlayStation says otherwise.
So does yours. I've seen you when you're supposed to be working. Oh, it's the people in the office that are playing PES. Of course it is.
Absolutely is.
Yeah.
Trying to get better so I can actually have a decent game against them.
Not today. I love that parking game on Gamescom. The parking game at Gamescom? Parking game.
Park my car? Is that you trying to get into the venue? Is that the chauffeur?
I don't know. He's a motocross guy. He is a motocross guy. I have no idea what is iRacing, but I'm guessing some app crap. No, it's like, imagine top level simulation for racing. That's what iRacing is. PC sim racing. Mum and Dad are fighting again.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, so I loves. Okay, that's enough of that. Thank you once again to Astro, to Logitech G, to everyone in the Logi group for sending us some stuff. We appreciate it. Thank you very much for that. Bibby has finally managed to peel off the stuff so the light will live its best life now. Watch this. Are you ready for it? You ready for it? Dun, dun, dun.
Does it matter which way we put it in?
That way, because it looks A30 forward then. Yeah, nice.
I turned it off.
Oh.
I don't think the purple works because it's going in the blue purple background.
Nah, that's good. Keep it on. Yeah, nice. Okay, we are here to talk about a few other stories. We have a bunch of stories today. We'll probably just get through 2 in the time that we have. The first one is that E3 is confirmed to be returning in June 2023. So we've had 2 years without E3. Or is it 3 years without E3? 2019. So 2020, 2021, 3 years without it. So it will be back next year, though. I'm kind of padding because I'm waiting for Bibby to get the article on.
Sorry, are we doing it now? Sorry, I thought you was running through them first. Right, okay, got you. Got you.
So yeah, we'll go through that. Then we'll jump in to talk about Amazon Prime Day. There is an Amazon Prime Day, and if you spend a lot of money on Amazon, looks at you, Nietzsche123. I know he's not going to be watching right now, but good news. You'll save a bit of cash on that. For now, though, we'll jump into this. This is our first story of the day.
One sec, don't bring it on the screen yet. We'll go back. We'll just make sure that I've got...
Come back over here. Hey, how you doing?
Yep, that could have been dangerous. Turn that off. Close that. That could have been chaos.
What was you doing?
I need to close down Slack and my emails.
Bibby is a penis.
Yeah. Oh, no, you're sat here. There we go.
Okay, back to the news. So E3 returns June 13th, 2023. It's not dead yet. E3 will be back, but it's going to be a little bit different. This is written by Josh Coulson at The Gamer, and it says, with no in-person E3 since 2019, I was there, and no show at all this year, there was a moment where it felt as if the convention may well have become a thing of the past. That will not be the case, as E3 will return to the fold in 2023 under new organisers, and the dates on which it will run and how exactly the new look event will work have been revealed. There we go, got there eventually. E3 will return in 2023, beginning on June the 13th. Graham smashing the place up because he's that excited about E3 being back, and ending on June the 16th. It will both be an industry event and also one that is open to the public. However, the two groups will be kept separate for the most part. Those there for work will be at the event without consumers for the first 2 days. That's the 13th and the 14th. The public will then be welcomed in on June the 15th and will have E3 to themselves on June the 16th. So that means the 15th will be an amalgamation of press and general public. E3 will actually begin before anyone from the industry or the public arrives, starting on June the 11th. Those first 2 days will be reserved for partnered digital events and showcases. Exactly who will be hosting these showcases is yet to be revealed. Notable developers and publishers have skipped E3 in recent years, but may well return under the new organisers and this tweaked format. ReedPop took the E3 reins from the ESA earlier this year, declaring that it will still run moving forward despite its 2022 cancellation. While the fate of the convention is yet to be seen, it's probably in the best hands possible. ReedPop is responsible for other similarly sized and in some cases even bigger events such as New York Comic Con and Star Wars Celebration Day. Summer Game Fest effectively fulfilled the gap left by E3 this year, and Jeff Keighley has already confirmed it will return in 2023, as will he, obviously, because he writes the theme tune, sings the theme tune. That presumably means no Keighley at E3 and might also mean 2 massive video game events running very close together. Interesting. Summer Game Fest is happening as it has done for the last few years, and now for the first time in a significant format, E3 and Summer Game Fest will be occupying the same space in what you have to imagine is going to be the same city at the same time of year. Bib, thoughts?
Yeah, so you can go back to any of our last 3 years worth of episodes and us talking about E3 and can it survive. Each year we go, it needs to do better next year, and then eventually it ends up dying. I mean, it left it on a sour note anyway because it ended up leaking everybody's details, didn't it, last time? When you got to put your name into the form, the ESA ended up basically just giving... Yeah,
after 2019, everyone that had signed up was had the potential for their data to be leaked. Mine included, let's go!
So it left kind of on a sour note when we was like, should it ever come back? Would it survive if it ever came back? What does it need to do differently? Now, looking at this from the top down, Graham... Looking at it
from the top down. There you go.
Looking at this from the top down, make of this what you will. Do you think that they have looked at Gamescom's homework and go, I think that's the new format, you know?
Do you know
this,
what?
This is very, 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 very similar.
I actually think, and I was listening to other podcasts, like Kind of Funny and stuff, as I usually do, and I actually kind of think, listening to them, that it's ReadPop have looked at some of their own notes and what other people are doing. So ReadPop have done all these other events that are booming. Like Star Wars Celebration is massive. It has video games, it has TV programs, it has movies, and video games are not just. It's not just we'll get EA talking about Star Wars. We'll get EA, and then we'll get what was it? Zynga were working on a mobile game, and we'll get the card games, and we'll get the TV series and the Disney Plus stuff, and we'll get all this stuff. And Star Wars Celebration becomes huge. Different panels, different genres, different industries, all converging at this one event, and it's done really, really well. So I think ReadPop bringing that in will be great. But one of the other things that they also mentioned is, and it's not in this article, which is a shame, it was something along the lines of, we know there is other events happening at the same time, so the E3 app will allow people to book events in, and let's say, so we are Ice Cream Uploads, when we go to events, we are Jelly Media, that's the company we work for, and when we were at E3, people could book in through the, not the E3, Gamescom, people could book in meetings with Jelly Media through the Gamescom app. Great. Jelly Media there, we are there, we'll book together, nice. Whereas E3 have this time said, look, even if you're not coming to E3, but you're a games brand in the area, i.e. at Summer Game Fest, and you want to have meetings with people around E3, we will let you put your details into our app so that people can have meetings with you at E3, even though you're not at E3. And they were like, we know it's not a great business decision for us to do that, but it's just the right thing to do, which it's still a business decision, but it's them are the kind of noises you want to hear from E3, because the history around that is built about the ESA being this money-grabbing organisation that says you can come to our event, but we're going to charge you £1 million for something. We're going to control when you get airtime. We're going to control who can come in, and it's probably not your community, and so on. Whereas this is just a much better noise. So the fact that they are still doing the event, they are aware that other events are taking place, and they're trying to build it out in a way that has multiple different elements in is good for me. I mean, there is arguments to be had as to whether those apps are any use. They are a bit shit. Most people that are going to an event will usually have their meetings booked in before they get there, and they'll have an idea of who they're going. You don't just go to an event and go, well, who should we meet? Yeah. It's like, okay.
It's all predetermined.
We know that going to this event, we can have these meetings which could be beneficial to our business, so let's go there on the back of that. So it is a little bit daft in that sense, but the soundbite is incredible. It brings E3 forward to me. And then one of the questions posed and Kind of Funny was, like, they were talking about, what was it was the Fast and Furious. There's like, could this be the Fast and Furious thing? Like, E3 is Vin Diesel, and Summer Game Fest is The Rock. Obviously, they're not going to be in Fast and Furious 10 because they don't get on and they're aggro at each other. Could this be that moment where it brings them together? Then they've talked about how that's kind of a flawed analogy because Vin Diesel's been a bit of a dick and The Rock's been wonderful, which implies that Jeff Keighley's wonderful and E3's been a bit of a dick. And it's not quite the same that way, but I don't think they're going to work together. And there was also a lot of praise, and I think this is probably where we differ from Kind of Funny. Is Kind of Funny is based in the American scene, and they are a much larger creator than Ice Cream Uploads is. So they were very, very more receptive to the idea of Jeff Keighley's Summer Game Fest over E3. And Summer Game Fest is good for those that are in it, in my opinion. E3 at its best has been better than Summer Game Fest it has ever been. So E3 coming back has the potential to bring the big guns. And Summer Game Fest and Gamescom Opening Night Live and all of those things that Jeff Keighley runs have never had the big point. The only thing they've really had was the Game Awards having the Xbox Series X first reveal. Beyond that, they haven't had anything big. And the ESA bringing everything in with their might, plus the knowledge and industry acumen that ReedPop has, I feel like they could make that event go up to the next level and properly make it resonate with the big brands. We might get the Activisions coming back to E3. We might get the Sonys coming back. I mean, if Activision gets bought, then they're going to go back to E3 because Xbox always go there. So we might get more of that stuff, which does excite me quite a bit. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, I think Summer Games Fest is definitely more for creators, and you can see why obviously brands like Kinda Funny want to be able to get involved with that more than E3. Like, I can imagine Greg going to E3 as the Kinda Funny CEO and wanting to be able to take business there, maybe speaking to a few game companies, try to get some exclusives or whatever. But in terms of what E3 offers, we would always go with Jelly Media. Off the basis that we obviously want to get the business in, we're going to speak to brands. If you need anything doing, that's obviously what we're there for. Summer Games Fest is, I think, like that's more. It feels very much of a party element where the games there's loads of games. Here they are. Here's the new ones that are coming. This is everything that goes on in between that. You'd probably think, okay, that's more ice cream uploads than it is jelly, because you might not be able to get the business side of things from that. There will obviously be businesses there for you to be able to try and negotiate deals with and bring some actual business in, but I do think they are two completely different conferences.
No, I agree completely. Like, Gamescom is like E3. For those that don't know it, you get the public and your trade areas, and your trade areas is usually, we've spoken about it before, but your trade area is usually not the, okay, how can we sign these brands to be in our game? Or how can we work with these marketing campaigns? It's usually the retail side of stuff that's going, okay, we need to sort out the logistics for distributing 1 million games across the world. Will you be our supplier in Africa? Will you be our supplier in North America? Will you be our supplier? And that sort of thing. Plus a lot of other conversations. I can imagine that doesn't happen at Summer Game Fest, but that happens at E3 because it's developed by the ESA. That sort of stuff happens 100%. And the flip side of that is that Summer Game Fest is tailored to the creators, which is why brands like Kinda Funny probably appreciate that a bit more, because they have more of an idea of what creators want, what creators need. When you're inviting someone in to come from top end of North America to San Francisco, same country, but that's like us going all the way across Europe.
It's so weird that they keep on tagging us in with those type of things. Like everyone from the UK is exactly the same as everyone in Europe. It's like
it's a little bit different. But it's the same sort of thing for them in America. Like, you've got to jump on a plane to fly 4 hours just to go to this event in San Francisco. You get there and, oh great, it's the same thing that you've shown on stream in your state of play or your announcement video or whatever. The only difference is that I'm playing it. But for anyone that's looking at it, I've seen this already. Mm-hmm. And it's no, well, you haven't seen me play it. Yeah, no, but I've seen the whole thing. I know what's going to happen. Whereas Summer Game Fest has more content. It gets people in advance. It has them in private rooms where they go and sit down, and it tailors to that content creation process. But I think that's where ReedPop bring a lot to the table. And for me, I hope they can both work well. I hope Jeff Keighley can go, well, I want to be involved with E3. I want to be involved. I want Summer Game Fest to work with ReedPop and all of that sort of stuff. I hope Jeff Keighley doesn't go, well, I threw my toys out the pram with E3 a few years ago publicly, which Jeff Keighley likes to do that, by the way. He likes to throw his toys out the pram. Ice Cream Uploads, I want to hear that sexy voice, but what?
But what?
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 Well, you won't be here for much longer. We've got like 4 minutes left. Yeah. Okay, we'll wrap this up. Hopefully Jeff Keighley doesn't go, well, I fell out with E3 a few years ago. I told them that they needed to get good. Yeah. They look like they're getting good now. Hopefully he sees that, we get them working together, and E3 is the central showpiece that gives us a full diverse collection of, we want Greg Miller back on the stage. We want Jeff Keighley on the stage, but then we also want the Jane Douglases, the Tamu Hussains, the Alana Pierces, the full industry wide of different voices writing and producing and directing and delivering the scripts that aren't just, I made this trailer by myself, by the way, Jeff Keighley.
I do feel like it's up to us to be able to try and distinguish both of them and taper expectations to that point that they are two completely different conferences, and just because it is another conference that we aren't just going to go in and go, well, we're expecting this and we didn't get this, therefore it's a terrible show. Like, it feels like nowadays we do need to go in with a certain type of expectation, because otherwise it just ends up becoming a free-for-all and not great for anyone involved.
Yeah, I think, like, in terms of that expectations, if you've got Jeff Keighley's might of Summer Game Fest and you've got E3's might of the show floor and the stage shows and all the rest, pulling them together, I think the amount of content that the E3 suddenly can demand again becomes higher, they add value to publishers rather than the publishers just going and broadcasting it themselves. Do you know, just on that note, we will pause there. I will give you the heads up that there is a new Amazon Prime sale event that's been announced for October. I'll give you the dates. We will cover it more clearly tomorrow, though. It will be October the 11th, 8 a.m. BST, and it will run for 48 hours. It's called the Prime Early Access Sale. We don't need to go through any more than that. We'll do the rest of that tomorrow. We are out of time now, but that is the gist of it. So there will be a Prime Day, basically, next month. We will give you the details of that tomorrow, plus all the other stories that we were going to run through today. We'll be live, as we usually are, 10 a.m.-ish. Nice.
Yeah.
I've taken that out of Bibby's spiel, which will probably take the wind out of his sails, but hopefully speed him up at the same time. Babe, any thoughts you want to add before we go?
Yes, if you do want to help us shape tomorrow's show, there's two ways that you can do so. First of all, find us on social media. That's Ice Cream Holders across all major social media platforms, or alternatively, find us on Discord. All the links that you require will be listed below. If you need to watch us on any of our on-demand services, go in there, or even use the link in the URL plus your description. Then we give you thoughts and impressions and out of impressions on watch it tomorrow, Mr. Graham Day. Wow.
You almost got all the way to the end without stumbling. I was like, Bibby's been practicing his like T's and C's sort of spiel.
I'm on the bus.
It's like fucking, he's like, contractor, good as you apply, that sort of shit. We'll be back 10 a.m.-ish tomorrow. I will also be back tomorrow evening. I was thinking about using... You what?
Maybe. You've updated OBS, haven't you?
Oh yeah, I haven't yet. So yeah, I was going to do that. Yeah, I'll do it after that. I was thinking about opening these for tomorrow, but I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna use the A30s because if we're gonna make some YouTube content, we want that full open on the video. So do keep your eyes out for that. If you don't follow us on YouTube, !YouTube in the chat, please do feel free.
Just go open.
Okay, youtube.com/Ice Cream Uploads. It's quite easy. It's the same name everywhere. Just go drop a sub. It doesn't cost you anything, and it does help us. The channel is something that we, on the side, would like to keep growing as we do with Twitch. But when it comes to stuff like this, we can show you a lot more in a lot more detail. So yeah. 2
new videos coming soon as well.
Ooh. Nice. On that bombshell, have yourselves a beautiful day. Shout out before we go to Jumbo Ash, who did drop a raid, and also I don't know if he's still here, but Naked Neil, because we'd not even got on stream and he'd thrown a sub down on the channel. Appreciate that. 38 minutes ago, I think it is, Neil. Love you very, very much. 12 months, baby. Not only was it a sub, but it was a 10 months. Okay, nice. I was going to say it's a full year, but it's not. It's 10 months. I appreciate it, Neil. Still, it's nice. Have yourselves a beautiful day. Until next time, stay frozen!